This is Waterworld, which, you guessed it, is a world that is made entirely of water, with the only goal being to survive and make something great out of what little you have. Oh my god. What the hell? That's a chicken, what? Okay, this is dangerous. What the hell? There's so many trident people. I don't think I can kill one of these guys. And I've just spawned back down here. What? This is going to be really hard, what the hell? So many drowns are spawning. I've got to run. I'm gonna die. Oh my god, fishing rod. Look at that. That's a fishing rod. Fishing rod's good. We could use a fishing rod. And he didn't drop. No. Okay, this is awkward. The only way I can think of being able to progress is through one of these guys with a fishing rod. If I can kill him, we can then fish up stuff. I don't know what we can get, because the thing is, if we can even get a block, how are we gonna place it? There's no blocks to place. I'm not sure what to do. But you know what? Let's just get the fishing rod and go from there. Why, hello? No. No. Oh my god. Run. Oh my god, we got on. I'm actually so happy. So having a fishing rod opens the door to, believe it or not, fishing. And although it doesn't sound useful, it actually is. Sure, a lot of the loot from fishing is pretty useless, but there are two items in particular which are essential to help us progress this challenge. First one being lily pads, so I actually have somewhere to stand, and most importantly, string, which can be used to craft blocks. But the only problem is, the chance of fishing up those items is very low. A fish. Nice. That's not even bad, to be fair. Go on. A pufferfish. Nice. So yeah, basically everything but string and lily pads, I would say, is useless. Oh, I'm breaking through fishing rod. That's good. That is really good. Another fishing rod is good. Another fish. Another fish. Another fish. A bow? That is really cool, but I can't do anything with it. Just one lily pad. Just so I have somewhere to stand, so I can rest my thumb and stop holding the space bar. Worth a try. Please. No. I think the problem is, right, when fishing in Minecraft, there's a couple loopholes. One's like junk, and one's treasure. And you can always fish up junk. Junk is like, for example, this water bottle, sticks, lily pads, string, stuff like that. But if you're fishing in a big enough area, you get access to the treasure loophole. And although that's good, because the treasure stuff is normally good, you get like fishing rods, bows, enchanted books, all the good stuff like that. We don't need it. But I don't think there's any way we can go to a smaller area of water. If I was fishing in like a 2x2 area, by now I would have got a lily pad. But because the area is massive, we're just getting stuff we don't need. Please. No. Oh, this is really awkward now, because it's nice having a full hotbar in challenges like this, and I've got to risk it all to get another fishing rod. Okay, I see one. Why did trident guys feel the need to be annoying? Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh. All I want is a fishing rod. Oh my god, that's taking so long. Okay, we can get back to fishing. All I want is one lily pad. I just want one lily pad. The thing is, right, if this fishing rod breaks and I don't get a lily pad, that's still 0 progress made. If I get a piece of string, that's cool, but I can't place it, I can't save it anywhere. If I get a lily pad, I can stand on it, I can fish on it, it's just a nice little bit of progress if I can get one. Why? That's just not even funny. Well, I guess it is time laughing, but come on. Not a show. What was that one? Oh. A bowl, cool. Oh my god. Wait, no, am I dead? What was that? What did I just fish up? What is it? Mending! Mending. Okay, if you don't know what that means, that means this fishing rod is just permanent now. Because as I fish up I'll get XP and it will just mend itself. Oh my god. As soon as I fished it up, I thought I lost it because I ran and I was facing the other way and I picked it up and it went flying in one direction and I thought it just was gonna go down and fall in the void. For the first time in 6 hours, we've actually made progress. And although I would have liked it to be a lily pad, think about it, a mending fishing rod is if anything better. But that doesn't mean we can't get a lily pad, because with this fishing rod, we now have infinite chances. What is that? What? Another fishing rod. What? Law 2 and breakthrough because of vanishing. That one's not great. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! I'm speechless. We got a lily pad! And it's raining so I can fish you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. In this past like half an hour we've made so much progress. We've got an unbreakable fishing rod and we've got somewhere to stand. My thumb can finally rest and my spacebar can finally rest. What? I don't know if this is the rain helping this, I don't know if this is the fishing, I don't know if the game just feels bad for me. Either way, I am what? So I think it's safe to say that luck was definitely on my side. Not only did I get the lily pad I wanted, but I also got a mending fishing rod that would literally last forever. But now I wanted to work towards getting a block by fishing up 4 pieces of string and crafting it into wool. So then I could slowly build a bit of a platform where we could hopefully get mobs to spawn. Got 1 string. So yeah, getting string isn't too easy. Basically, it's a 10% chance to get items from the junk loot pool, and within that 10% chance, there's a smaller 5% chance of getting string. I may have got that a little wrong, but the point still stands. String is very hard to get. But either way, I continued fishing and managed to get myself 2 more pieces of string. Oh. That's a very weird reaction. But we got another string. Oh my god. I've been here for so long and I've just got 3 pieces within like half an hour. What the hell? Okay, so obviously to make wool, we need 1 more. But instead of fishing for it, earlier I actually died with one. And I'm pretty sure that I saved the coordinates. Okay, I did save the coordinates, but bad news, we've got to travel 1,000 blocks. Okay, if I've got these coordinates right... Oh, yeah! It is! Oh my god! I knew I had string at some point, but I just wasn't sure when. I'm very lucky I picked the right coordinates. Oh my god. 4 pieces of string. Okay, before I do anything, I'm gonna reorganize these lily pads. I want to actually go to 0, 0 and place them. This is 0, 0. Cool, okay. Okay, and now with our 4 string, we can get a wool block. Oh my god. So, this is gonna be our mob spawner. It's not going to be very great because it's 1 block, but if I go just over 24 blocks this way, let's do 30. 30 is a good amount. Then we can place the wool block up against the lily pad, brick the lily pad, and oh my god. If I quickly swim back to my platform, we can turn it back to easy mode, and hopefully something spawns. Normally in these challenges, mobs spawn quite easily on the blocks you place, but because there's so much water below me, drowns are filling up the mob cap. But maybe something will spawn. I don't really care what spawns right now, I just want to see it's working. Then we'll go from there. So I waited. And I waited. And guess what? I waited. But nothing seemed to spawn. I can keep on switching it from peaceful to easy and seeing if that does it. Because it despawns all the other mobs and then makes new ones spawn back in, and there's a chance it spawns on there. I've lowered my render distance. I don't know what to do. I mean, we can try another peaceful switch. Come on. Okay, this is very awkward. In other maps I've played, like for example Bamboo Block, I pretty much had this exact same setup with a spawning platform just over 24 blocks away, and I could eventually get mobs to spawn by just trial and error. But This is a bit of a different situation. Because there's water below me, drowns are spawning, and drowns are filling up all the mob cap. If there was no water, this block here would be the only block mobs could spawn on. But because there's water, they're all spawning below. We've got however many source blocks of water there is here compared to the one wall block. Every time I switch it to peaceful and back to easy, the mobs are choosing to spawn in the water. So this is really annoying. Basically, the way I created this world was by using a super flat water world preset, which doesn't sound too bad, but while making it, I changed the world's biome from plains to river, so that drowns could spawn, allowing us to get a fishing rod, which is essential for this challenge to be possible. But because of that, drowns are now taking up the mob cap, and nothing is spawning on my wall block. The only thing I could really do was troubleshoot until I found a way to get mobs to spawn. Okay, test world. Set night, and then tick rate 10,000. Or if I make it bigger. Oh, okay, let's say it's 2. Yeah, what if do this, but then yeah, this is weird. I got a creeper to spawn on a 3x3 platform, but now I've made it bigger, I've optimized it way more, nothing spawning. Okay, what about this? This has got to spawn something, right? Yeah, I've been doing some testing, and this is really awkward. The only way I've got it to work consistently is by adding so many more blocks and being this high in the sky. And even this isn't great. So the only way I could potentially get any other mobs to spawn was by creating a bigger area. So that's what I did. I installed a mod that allowed me to essentially AFK fish. I wouldn't normally use something like this in a challenge, but since it's such a low % chance to get string, I didn't want to spend 12 hours a day fishing in Minecraft, and I think that's pretty understandable. And after about a week of non-stop AFKing, I managed to create myself a 5x5 area of wall. So now we've got this block to stand on and a 5x5 area of wall. Let's see if we can get this to work. Okay, that's odd. I was expecting that to work. The thing is, right now we have this. And earlier I was able to get mobs to spawn by going up, but I can't really do that in the actual world. Normally in like challenges kind of like this, people jump in the void to get mobs to spawn. I might make sure it's peaceful and swim down. Right now there's only 5 entities. If I jump in the void, wait till the last tick and pause, switch it to easy, die, should reload the chunks. No, I could potentially build up and make it so my spawn points up here, but I'm gonna have to die every time I want to get up, and I'll have to leave my like loot down. The challenges are hard. The thing that's messed us up so bad on this is the mob spawning. The thing is, we don't need the mob spawning, right? My idea for it was so I could fish during the day, and at night I could hopefully get the occasional spider that I could kill in order to give me that little boost of strength. Right now, mobs aren't needed, they're optional. But later down the line, we are going to need them. So really I had 2 options. I could continue AFK fishing, slowly but surely collecting blocks, and potentially get some mob spawns by early next year, or I could make the challenge slightly easier. And I felt that the answer was obvious. Call this cheating if you like, but I play these challenges and make these videos for fun. And if all I'm doing is AFKing and letting a Minecraft mod do the work for me, is that really fun? Is that really me surviving Waterworld? I had made my decision. I was gonna make Waterworld easier. Okay, we're back. A lot has changed. So the past couple of days I've been thinking of ways to make this easier without just completely ruining the challenge. I did originally give myself a crafting table, but that just made the whole challenge feel pointless because that's pretty much what I'm currently working towards. So instead, you may notice there's a lot more drowns, but only in a certain spot. Basically, I've remade the whole world, copied my inventory the best I can. Oh my god. But I've made pretty much one-to-one, except one thing. If you look at the F3, we're in a river biome, but if we go back here, we're now in plains. So now, hopefully with this, it should be possible to get stuff to spawn. And I mean, let's test it. Okay, there we go. Everything's gone. Okay, so I want to place a wool block on 0, 0, a bit like this. And then we can add a couple lily pads around to make it a bit of a bigger area. There we go. Ideally here, we should build the spawning platform. Okay, that is all of our blocks, but hopefully the more we invest, the more we get back. Okay, and last but not least, we need to build an AFK platform just over 24 blocks away. Okay, we're now just over 24 blocks away. I've lowered my distance so I don't render in spawn where all the drowns are, so now all we've got to do is just wait till night. Come on. Come on. Come on. What if I like go further out? Come on. I just clapped my hands really hard and that really hurt. But oh my god. We've got mobs. Sure, one of the mobs is a zombie, which is pretty much a drown, but the zombies have a chance to drop some cool stuff, so that could be good. And skeletons, if I can kill this guy, that is, oh no. Oh, he didn't drop it. But that's fine. Oh, we got more thunder again, cool. But with some luck, killing a skeleton can give us arrows, so then we actually have a weapon. Oh, spider! And a skeleton, okay. This is dangerous. Okay, you can come with me, and you can drop some strength. Or not. Creeper, we do not want you. Unfortunately. Skeleton, okay. I feel like I've got only go areas for blocks. Unfortunately, this night has been pretty bad. Spider! I lied! I lied! Come on, come on. Two pieces! That sounds like nothing, but it's so good. I'm so happy. Oh my god. And after killing a couple more spiders, I managed to get a few extra blocks to build myself an area to fish. And although this may seem pointless, it's actually really helpful. As I spoke about earlier, fishing has multiple loot pools, those being fish, treasure, and junk. String being a part of the junk loot pool, which fish and junk you can get anywhere, whether you're fishing in a 10 by 10 area of water or a 1 by 1 area of water. It doesn't matter. But the problem that occurs when you fish in an area which is 5 by 5 or larger is that we gain access to the treasure loot pool, which isn't bad, but with there now being more stuff that is possible to fish up, it decreases the chance of getting string. So having a 3 by 1 area like this makes it impossible for us to fish up treasure and only gives us access to fish and junk, therefore technically increasing the chance of fishing up string. So for the next couple of days, I worked at maximum efficiency, AFK fishing during the day and killing spiders at night. And in just a couple of days, my total block count went from 25 to just over 100, which was great because every block I added increased the spawning area, which made even more mobs spawn. Oh no. 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 I can't believe that just happened. I didn't realize there was a creeper behind me. Then the creeper behind me blew up. But by the time that creeper blew up, I was already making the other one blow up. So I died from the first creeper and the second creeper blew up most of my stuff. I lost my good fishing rod, my good bow, my arrows, and I had 4 blocks worth of string on me. Oh no. Sure, losing 4 blocks of string was bad, but I also lost so much more. Firstly, a couple redstone torches that I had been slowly collecting from witches. Secondly, my lore 3 mending fishing rod, which isn't the end of the world since I still have a luck of the sea 3 mending fishing rod. But luck of the sea actually decreases the chance of catching junk items. But the most important thing that I had lost was my glass balls. Although they don't look or sound too important, they are the key to our next goal. Basically, once the mod platform is at a point where I feel it's big enough, I'm going to light it up and AFK for a wandering trader. And if we're lucky, we can get a specific trade that actually gives us emeralds for water bottles. And using those emeralds, we can unlock trees, finally getting me out of AFK hell. So I tried to forget about my death, as well as did my best to get everything back, and I continued expanding the platform. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. If I'm being completely honest, I had never felt so hopeless playing Minecraft. It felt like every time I accomplished something, whether it was obtaining a new item or getting a new block, this map always found a way to take it away. Okay, move these 3 blocks. We are still 3 short. But if we quickly mine up our platform over here, that is now an entire chunk filled. Oh my god. And to put that into perspective, that is 4 stacks of wood. As you can see by the border of lily pads, I was originally going to do 4 chunks, but that was very dumb. And now I've got 1 chunk. I feel like this is big enough for what we need. So that means we can finally AFK for wandering traders. But before I do that, I want to quickly add a couple torches. Even though I'm going to be switching it to peaceful, I'm pretty sure light levels matter. I might be wrong. As well as, I want to set up a little bit of a fishing spot, so we can still be slowly collecting blocks. Although this 1 chunk should be big enough. The bigger we get, the more chance of wandering traders spawning. I was already able to get 16 glass balls back, which should be more than enough. But since we're AFK fishing, we should just get 3 more, so that's sorted. So yeah, we can AFK with wandering traders. The only thing is though, this could take so long. But think about it, once we've got everything we need from this guy, AFKing will be over. Oh my god, okay. It's literally been 2 full days since I started AFK, and we finally got 1. Okay, can you do something? Oh my god, I've been waiting so long. This challenge just felt like it's never gonna end. Oh my god, okay. I'm sorry, I probably sound really dumb, but I'm so happy. Okay, that's 2 emeralds, oh my god. To be fair, we could really buy one of these 8 logs for 1 emerald, and then we could get ourselves a crafting table. Then we'd be able to make like bone blocks and even copper armor and tools, everything now. But realistically, I'm going to be AFKing for a while anyway. So I think I just wait until we get the moss. And then once we get that, we just go fully in on doing everything. Oh my god. Genuinely, I've never been so excited to hear this guy's voice. Oh my god. Yes, let's shoot myself. Let's waste an arrow. Oh my god, I forgot I had flame. That is so good. That's really eased my mind. I've been here for 2 days and made like no progress, but that's just restored my faith in this challenge. Yes. We can get to our roots. We've got 1 set of moss, and we're just here to extend the platform for now. But when we get the saplings, we can use that to plant the saplings. Okay, I'm back once again, and it's only like a day later. It's not even 24 hours yet. Well, it might be, but either way, we got another guy, please. Okay, well that's unfortunate. We don't have a water bucket or furnace spider eyes, and everything this guy sells we don't want. Sure, we could take dirt, but I want to keep a couple emeralds for moss once we get a moss trade. Also, although it literally doesn't matter, I just realised we can plant that sugarcane now. So, yeah. Okay, it's a little bit later and there's another one. Please. Why? Okay, so we can do this, which is good. But we can't get any saplings. I could have got a jungle sapling if I didn't buy the sugarcane or the moss, but if I didn't buy the moss, I wouldn't have another on it. I shouldn't have got the sugarcane. No. Okay, we've got another one doing trader. Please. Moss! 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 Oh my god. We've got 8 pieces of moss. I can pull up 2 wobbles. Trade them back for 2 more. Then I get another piece of moss. Cool. And then we can even get a flower, why not? Oh my god, we can actually do stuff. Okay, so if we place all these down and we use some bone meal, hopefully we will get an azalea sapling. Oh my god. And with this azalea sapling, we can get wood. So we now had trees, which honestly was such a weight off of my shoulders. Up until now, getting blocks was entirely RNG based. But now all I need to do is punch a tree. And we have now unlocked crafting. Oh my god. And that's not even the only thing we can do. With all this wood, we can build a bigger platform for mobs. We can do so much more. Oh yeah, I also forgot. We can make storage. Oh my god. Okay, but before we do anything major, I'm just gonna spend a little while farming up a couple stacks of logs so we can start making some major improvements around here. Okay, with this tree, we have just over 2 stacks of logs. 2 stacks and 2 to be precise. So everything I build, I want to go out from here because this is 0, 0. This is where I spawn. So I want something going that way, something going that way, something going that way, and something going that way. And I think the smartest thing to build first would be a place to put the trees and sugarcane and stuff, so then I can continue farming it for all the other places. And I think I'm going to build out this way. I'm going to use lily pads as paths because they're just such an easy block, and also no mobs spawn on them, so it makes them safe. And I want to build, I think I'll do a square. I was originally going to do a circle, but I do circles all the time, so let's switch up with a square. There you go, that's a nice little area for some farms. And we can split up into 4 corners and divide it up with paths. A little something like this. Oh, you can place it on there, cool. So this area here, you can fill in with slabs like this and leave this bit open. We can quickly grab our rooted dirt and we can place it here. And that is now a place for us to farm trees. Cool. I would also like to fill in this area with slabs. And we can have a little ring here. So plant sugarcane. We can put a little torch in the center and even a barrel in front. We can also fill this entire square. And if we quickly make some fences and a couple gates, we can build ourselves a little pen. But for now, this will be empty. But eventually, I do want to get chickens in here. And then by bone mealing moss, I can get seeds to breed them. And then this final little square, I really wasn't sure what to put in it. But since we've got some moss left over, we can place it here. And although it seems a bit useless, we can for one use it as a seed farm for the chickens, as well as a way to make sure we never run out of saplings, because eventually we will get a sapling. So yeah, I think that's cool. And for now, this is this part of the base done. I do eventually want to add fences around, that's why it's all a bit uneven right now. But I'm going to add all the fences at the very end once all the other places I want to build are done. Okay, so the next thing I now want to build is an actual mob farm, not just a platform where they sometimes spawn. I want to build an actual farm where I can be safe killing the mobs. And I think it's a good idea to build it this way, since I've always had my mob farm this way. So if I quickly remove all the lily pads. Oh my god, there's so many lily pads. I will leave this wool bit here for now, since it will take so long to mine. And also it shouldn't be in the way. So we're going to start the same as the farm island, and the lily pad path going out. Although this one will be a bit longer, so ideally the mobs start spawning as I'm walking this long path. And the actual mob farm, I want to start right here. But the only thing is, right now I don't have a bucket to put water up there. Normally in mob farms, the mobs get pushed into the killing chamber by water. Fortunately though, this is not needed. Mobs can just find their way into the killing chamber, but water does just speed it up. So right now we don't need to add it, but I will build the place to put the water ready for when we get it. Okay, so this mob farm is the first ever time I've done something different than just a traditional mob farm. For this farm, I was in a creative mode for like, I think about an hour, trying to make it as good as I could. But the first thing being, making the drop chute tall enough to where when the mobs fall, they're just one shot. And because I'm most likely gonna have wooden tools for this challenge, that's gonna be amazing. I've also made the drop chute 3x2, and there's only 2 water tunnels. And there is an actual reason for this, and it's actually a really good reason. But unfortunately I can't really show you until we get water. Also, each end we're gonna have these big platforms the mobs will spawn on. This little chute here would be where the water is gonna go, but just for the time being, I'm gonna cover up with slabs. And once we get water, we can change it. You can do just normal oak planks as a wall. We can place some trapdoors here, because mobs think trapdoors are full blocks, and that's what causes them to walk in them. Then we can add a slab roof. The reason slabs is so nothing can spawn up there. Okay, with these last 2 slabs, this mob farm should be functional. I'll switch it to easy a second. If I stand here, we go into free cam. I've installed this mod just for this, pretty much. Yeah, so they're spawning. Oh my god, look how many spiders there are. And eventually, they start spawning. Oh my god, look at that. That's amazing. One problem I've just realised though, because there's no water tunnel, they're falling from higher up, so they just die instantly. But, I mean, that's fine. Look at all this free stuff we're getting. The only problem I've just realised though, is that a big reason for me building this now is because I want to get iron from zombies to craft a bucket. And you've got to actually kill zombies to get the bucket. Okay, it's a very temporary solution, but if I place these slabs here, and I stand like here, everything should be one shot. Okay. Should have really thought about this, but it works for now. Once we get water, it'll work even better. So I'm just going to sit here until I get enough iron to create a bucket. Oh! Ooh. Oh, that honestly didn't take too long. Okay, so we can craft a bucket. We can grab water. First off, I want to quickly make an infinite water source. There you go. So first off, we can re-add the water tunnels, so that now there's a gap between the 2 platforms. And when mobs try to cross the gap, they'll just fall in, pushing them into the killing chamber. We can also do this side quickly. There we go. And we gotta add trapdoors to make them actually fall. And normally, this would be all the water I'd add. But on my bamboo block video, I saw this comment which was actually really smart and a really good idea. If I be really careful a second. Oh! I was not careful. And what we can do is place 6 signs here, as well as some water. A bit like this. And if I build a little bit of a room like this, add some more signs here, another set of slabs here, as well as here, and also some signs here, we now have an area that will kill every spider and creeper for me by drowning it. And it stops spiders from filling up the farm, and also it makes down there safer from creepers. And there is one more little thing I want to do. If I do this, 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 and this, we can add water here, and this also stops spiders. For some reason, spiders are always drawn towards corners like this, and if they do it here, they just drown. Obviously, I could leave it and let them do that, but eventually, the amount of spiders fill up the mob cap, making it so no other mobs can spawn. With these water bits here, the farm should be good. Also, I should mention, because of where I built it, a couple creepers will get through. If they're pushed on this, they won't, because there's not enough momentum. But if they walk on any of these 6 blocks, they'll have enough momentum to just fall through. I might die. Ooh. But yeah, that's something a little extra I don't normally do. So thanks for liking them. And while I'm here, I also want to build a little ladder up there so I can collect all the string. and these torches, this is all done. Let's actually test it out. Okay, it seems to be working. There's no creepers or spiders yet, which is good. I'll go into free cam, let's have a look. Yeah, look at this. Creepers just sat here. It's gonna slowly drown. Same with that one. And same with this spider. The occasional zombie will go in, which is a bit annoying because I will have to kill them because I'll turn them to drowns. But it's so good. And this spider is on his way to this water. This is amazing. And everything should be one hit with a wood axe. Look at that. Greatest mob farm I've ever made. And a piece of iron. What? Okay, now the mob farm's done. To finish this area, I'm just gonna mine all this wool up because it doesn't look great. Okay, so next, I want to build a storage room going out from this way, because currently all my stuff is in these two chests at the mob farm. And if a creeper managed to get down here and blows up, that would be very bad, because I would lose everything. Let's start off with a lily pad path. And I want to fill up a bit of an area like this with lily pads. Kind of an anvil shape, but I worry that I might not have enough. Actually, we do. Oh my god. But before I do anything else, I want to quickly make a bed because this rain and it being night with the floor already being water looks terrible. Here we go. The first time my character slept in 504 days. Poor guy. We can also put some chests along here. There we go. 14 chests on each side. You can also add a crafting table here and here. And for now, this is done. And all we've got to do is one more place, and then we can add some fences around the whole place and even decorate it. And for the last direction, I just want somewhere to fish. When designing this base, I wasn't sure what to put this way. So I just designed a little place to fish. Once again, we can start off with another lily pad path. And this part of the base is going to be quite different. I actually just want to build a boat just in the water that I can stand on while I fish. Unfortunately in Minecraft, I don't really find myself fishing too often, and this challenge has really changed that. I remember back when I used to play on PlayStation 4, and even on a really old Xbox 360, I used to just randomly build boats in Minecraft worlds, and just sit there and fish for hours on end, and it was so fun. So I'm building this to kind of relive that, and to try to keep that memory alive, because I think that'd be nice. And we can even make a little sail, somewhat like this, I think. A little steering wheel, and even some torches to light up the area. And there we go, that is the base not done, but everything is functional. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to farm up some wood, farm up some other materials, and just decorate this base to make it look as best as I can. Okay, and there we go. That is the entire base complete. A skull and crossbones for the mob farm. I kind of went like a pirate theme for this because I thought it would be cool since we're literally in the middle of the ocean. A chest for the chest room, pretty self-explanatory. A fish for where I fish, pretty cool. And an egg for my farms. I was going to build a sapling or a sugarcane, but because I'm very limited with the blocks I can use, an egg was the only like reasonable thing I could really do. Oh, and I should also mention, while I was building, I managed to get chickens. I managed to lead them both into the thing and breed them. But yeah, I really like this base. I really like this base. I would normally build an area for villagers, but unfortunately it's not possible for me to get villagers in this, since there's no way to get gold. But although the base is done, there is a couple more things we can actually do. And it's to do with copper. Okay, so for the challenge, I have collected up a decent amount of copper, but ideally we do need a couple more. And it shouldn't take too long because we literally have a drowned spawner below us. I can't bail her. The only thing is I could die, which would be a bit annoying. There's one. Oh, there's two. What? Just got like 3 in a row basically. What the hell? Okay, and with 24 pieces, now that we're in the new update, we can make copper armor. I've never actually used this before, so hopefully it's good. Too bad, it looks pretty cool. Let's put it on. Whoa, you know what? This is cool. Okay, and I could also make matching copper weapons, as well as I could even go get a trident and use that as my main weapon. But the problem is, if I get a trident, I won't be able to mend it and it'll be stuck on like one durability. And if I use copper, I'm just gonna have this 5 iron sat in my chest forever. So let's not only make an iron sword, oh my god, but we can also make ourselves a shield. And we've got 2 left. What can we craft? Last but not least, an iron hoe. That was a big waste. But that does remind me, up until now, the only food I've been eating is rotten flesh and raw fish, which isn't that great for saturation to help me heal. And I just had the idea, if I grab this dirt, plant it here, we can right click it with the iron hoe, and take off the roots, making it normal dirt, and then right click again to till it, and then we can plant carrots. Obviously this isn't a great farm to like come and collect every now and again, but it is good for something like this. If I just spam right click and then left click every now and again, we can just get so many carrots. Sure, this isn't the greatest food ever, but it's definitely better than rotten flesh and raw fish. And there we go. That is how I got everything I could possibly need. All from a well just made of water. And you know, parts of this challenge was difficult, so much to the point there was even a couple times where I just genuinely wanted to quit. But now looking back, from spawning in the middle of the ocean with nothing, to spending hundreds of in-game days, slowly progressing, and eventually being able to create an amazing looking base with functional farms and renewable resources, I would be happy to do it all over again.